of overactive imaginations.
General, consider this. Imagine taking a simple peasant, a pig shepherd, for example, and telling him one day humans would fly around the earth beyond the sky. He would say you were stark raving mad, saldaphone, a ridiculous cazziol baradati, a buffoon stuffed into a military uniform, a pridurak, a ciuccia tuparile.
This peasant of yours had better watch his mouth if he doesn't want to spend his holidays in Solovyetsky. Perhaps you should return to your story.
There in the cliff, I could not believe it. A hairy elephant, trapped and frozen in the ice.
A mammoth?
No, General, a hairy elephant. Who would think such a thing could be? trudged onwards through the blizzard, one foot grimly in front of the other, blinded by the snow, my nose becoming quite blue, my thoughts of home crushed under the weight of the plummeting temperature.
I am bored, Ivan Ivanovich, and sick to my teeth of listening to this rubbish. Let us speak plainly. You will tell me where my bomb is, or I will have you shot.
I am just getting to that, General.
Shot! Comrade Primar! Shot with real bullets, fired from a real gun, not some ludicrous Moldavia about lost cities and dinosaurs and mink and mammoth.
It was a hairy elf.
No! I will not tolerate any more! Where is the bomb, Ivan Ivanovich? Where is little Orpheus?
It was right there.
What?
It was there. At least I realized it must be.
Where?
Here?
On Sonic Land?
Yes, General, because as the storm began to clear, I realized with a strange excitement and trepidation that I was not alone on Sonic Flight.
Wait. Go back. You say these lifeboats came from Zarya? A Russian ship?
Zarya returned home, but not with all of her crew. And here were the missing lifeboats, trapped in the ice for all of these years. And it could only mean one thing.
That you are continuing to hang lapsha on my ears.
Baron Edward von Toll. Of course, I remember reading about his tragic expedition at school. We were taught he had died a hero's death out on the icy wastes, searching for Sanikov land. Yet what if, in doing so, he had sailed accidentally into the interior, deep below the crust of the world? A fellow citizen of the surface. I had to try and find him.
A dead explorer stole my bomb.
Not dead, General, but quite insane. Perhaps it was the loss of the arm or the leg, or the long years in isolation. But Toll was clearly mad.
You should have got along perfectly then.
Oh, how I wish we had. But no, General. Whatever Toll's intention with little Orpheus was, I had no time to consider it. I was in mortal peril once more.
So, you believe that Tol had somehow enslaved the Yenkiv and bent them to his will?
I do, General. It was obvious. Why else would they serve him? And how else could they be so different from their free comrades? These odd helmets they wore, it was the science of our times, no doubt about it. Although fused with some strange crystal technology I could not recognize. To be honest with you, it didn't seem appropriate to stop and ask them.
This Tol, you say he was an explorer?
Yes, General, he was. He vanished some 60 years ago. I remember the story well.
And you say he stole little Orpheus?
To get home, General. To get home. I think he must have thought he could use the atomic bomb to blast his way back to the...
Brilliant, Ivan Ivanovich! And you expect me to believe that 100-year-old madman not only survived below the Earth's crust, but enslaved his Yenkiv, explored the lost worlds, and discovered the secrets of atomic power, all by himself?
A Tsarist general! An imperialist! No doubt harking back to the terrible days before the Great Revolution! And Estonian!
Estonian?
Estonian, General!
They are wily people. Brilliant, Ivan Ivanovich! And you expect me to believe that 100-year-old madman not only survived below the Earth's crust, but enslaved these Mienkiv, explored the lost worlds, and discovered the secrets of atomic power, all by himself?
A Tsarist general! An imperialist! No doubt harking back to the terrible days before the Great Revolution! And Estonian! Estonian general!
They are wily people.
The slave mines stretched away into the distance, and I sometimes wondered if I would ever find my way out. But I never gave up, General.
Of course you didn't. You are a hero, Ivan Ivanovich.
No, General, no, I am no hero. I am a simple toy maker's son from Tomsk.
Omsk.
General?
Omsk. You said Tomsk.
I said Omsk.
You said Tomsk.
General, I think I am well aware of the city of my birth.
Perhaps all the moving around as a child confused you.
flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. On we flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as humble as ever.
We flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. On we flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as humble as ever.
We flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as humble as ever.
Well, General, you are a great military leader, a great strategist, whereas I am simply the humble son of a watchboy, toy maker, and driven by patriotic fever with no regard for my own safety. I rushed blindly on. Well, General, you are a great military leader, a great strategist, whereas I am simply the humble son of a watchboy, toy maker, and driven by patriotic fever with no regard for my own safety. I rushed blindly on.
Will our courageous yet unfortunate hero drown in the depths of an inhospitable frozen sea? Will he thaw out in time to prevent Toll from detonating the bomb? Will the general holiday in Omsk next year? Or Tomsk? Or perhaps both? What exactly is the difference between a mammoth and a hairy elephant? All of these questions and more should almost certainly be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
thought I was doomed. But a miraculous thing happened, General. I could breathe. It must have been the helmet that was jammed onto my head. It was a strange and remarkable thing.
Some might almost say beyond belief.
A narrow-minded fool may indeed, General, but of course you are no Durak. But even as I sank towards the floor of that lost ocean, my journey was about to take me to darker, stranger territory than ever before. And it happened like this.
Let me see if I have this correctly. After narrowly failing to apprehend the mad missing explorer Toll and recapture my atomic bomb in your giant snowball, you fell through thin ice and sank to the bottom of a subterranean ocean, discovering along the way that the mind control helmet you had accidentally wedged onto your head enabled you to breathe underwater and resume your pursuit across the seabed.
General, you seem perplexed.
Perplexed? Perplexed is that the keys to my house are not where I left them. Perplexed is the fact my dog will not eat cheese like other dogs. No, Ivan Ivanovich, I am not perplexed.
That is unfortunate, General.
Once again, Comrade Privalov, I must correct you. Unfortunate is losing one's car in a snowstorm. Unfortunate is booking opera tickets on your wife's birthday and getting the date wrong.
Oh, was she furious?
That is not the issue! Furious. However, now that is a good word.
I could speak with your wife. Would that help? I could always have a word with her if you like.
I could always have you shot.
Oh, you could, but I suspect she would appreciate the gesture less. A kraken! A vast monster of the sea! A giant, humongous, many-armed electrical destroyer of ships and cities.
Electrical?
Electricity flowed along its horrible body, sparking and stunning all it touched, flowing like deadly rivers along its awful tentacles.
A sobering discovery. Are you suggesting that the vessel simply wandered off course and sank here? That seems unlikely even by your standards.
No, General, I only wished that were true. The mighty ship showed terrible scars, signs of having been grappled and torn asunder by some huge and terrible adversary.
It is indeed strange and curious. I am troubled by this discovery.
Might you almost be perplexed, perhaps?
Don't push your luck. I was stationed at Sydney Ostrov some years ago. I am only too aware of how easy it is for the imagination to create monsters when one is exposed to lonely and dark places. My men required constant monitoring.
Much like my cousin Pavel.
He was also stationed at Ostrov?
No, he required constant monitoring. He was a devil for stealing eggs.
I was referring to the fear that something is lurking in the darkness. Something strange, brutish, and ill-intentioned.
Again, that sounds much like my cousin Pavel.